What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we have a little bit more of a ranty-based topic for you guys, but I still thought it was a pretty interesting one. So if you owned the complex skin before the most recent Fortnite update, you may have noticed that there was a pop-up telling you that until August 17th, you could decide just to refund the skin entirely for free, no matter if you, cared about wanting a refund, if you had a refund ticket or anything like that. You could just get a free refund and get all the V-Bucks back that you ended up spending on the skin. So I want to start off today's YouTube video by firstly talking about why they actually issued this refund for players, and then I want to do the second part of the YouTube video talking about the whole entire situation in general, and if Epic Games should even give people refunds for this. So firstly, the reason why refunds had begun to go out to the community was because they had changed the actual skin color of the second variant for the skin to be closer to that of the first variant. You know, they basically made the skin color of the second variant match up a lot better, so that when you switch between the two variants, it wasn't like you're going from one skin color to the next as a part of the variant's differences. And when they actually made this change, they decided they were going to allow players who did not like, the slight skin color change to get a free refund, which would give them all the V-Bucks they spent on that skin back, and it would take the skin out of their inventory without taking any of their actual refund tokens. And now this isn't the first time that this whole entire issue has happened where they gave people refunds due to changing a skin color, because as far as I can recall, this has happened one time before with the Beach Summer Jewels skin. They had decided to change the actual skin color of that skin one update, mainly due to a lot of backlash regarding it being different than, the main Jewels skin's design and skin color, and because of this change, they decided to give everyone who owned the skin, whether if it was gifted to them or not, a free refund token, just like they're doing now, and it is a very interesting situation where it makes people really wonder, and it starts a little bit of a discussion in the community regarding should Epic even give these refunds out for simple skin color changes to skins they've already released. And like me personally, I just want to say this right now, I really don't care if Epic Games was to give out a refund or not. If they want to correct how a skin looks, I can understand them still giving out refunds to people because they don't want people owning a skin that they might not like anymore after recent changes occurred to it. But it is also a situation where there's a lot of flack on social media. There's a lot of stuff that goes down there where if you're one of the people who end up refunding the skin, whether it's just because you needed V-Bucks, you never wore the skin or something like that, there will be a lot of people who will start arguments over you refunding the skin, meaning that you're offensive towards that specific race or something like that. And it's a really weird situation because it's if you do refund the skin, you can't tell most people online you refunded the skin, because if you do, you're the next person going to get canceled on social media, even if you had just refunded the skin like I mentioned for V-Bucks or something like that. And it's just a whole entire situation where I'm like, man, it's hard to talk about news regarding this specific topic, because recently I had actually talked about how someone had refunded the Beach Jewels skin and they were unable to rebuy the skin at a later date because when they refunded it, it only refunded the skin and not the back bling at the time. And before anything even went down, before it was even 2 minutes into the existence of this tweet, I had to make a reply telling people that the reason the person refunded the skin was just because they needed V-Bucks and they were broke at the time or whatever, and they were like, alright, well, I don't use this skin, let me get some free V-Bucks. And it's just the fact that within a few minutes, I already have to clarify this because the whole entire, social media atmosphere out there is going to think one way about why this person refunded the skin, is just a chaotic thing where I'm like, should Epic really even give refunds for this? Should we even care if someone refunds it? And in my opinion, I don't care. I think it's nice Epic Games wants to give us free refunds for, small changes like this. But at the same time, I'm also I don't think anyone on social media should care if you refunded the skin or not. Most of the time, your personal reasons are going to be your personal reasons. It's going to be oh yeah, I just needed V-Bucks or something. But social media is always going to be if the change to the skin was a skin color or something, then oh, that automatically means one thing if you decide to refund it. And it's just a weird situation overall that I felt like I would make a YouTube video about. So what do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think Epic Games should, in the first place, even be giving people refund for small skin changes like this? And do you think that the community should just kind of lay off whenever someone does something something like this, like decides to refund a skin that had gotten a small little change to it. And with that said, however, this is just a little bit of a ramble. Apparently Epic Games is going to be on break for another week, or at least not on break, but they're not going to be releasing another update until the week after they come back from break. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of just random discussion videos like this one. So I'll see you champs and champettes in the next one. Peace out.